Hola, my name is Nosa and I live in Toronto. Is it worth contributing $150 to $200 monthly for the NHF Diaspora Mortgage plan? Guto, what do you have to say to that?
So I've lived in Canada for about 4+ years now. Obviously shuttling between Nigeria and Canada because of GIDA, and I think I have a very good perspective on this. If you think about $150, $200 monthly, it means you're going to be contributing about $2,400, annually. That can be somebody's car insurance, and there are other products on the market. Like there's MREIF mortgage that people can use to buy a house where you do not need to contribute, and the only difference is 0.75% between NHF Diaspora Mortgage and MREIF Mortgage. And MREIF Mortgage even gives you a longer time to pay, which is they give you 20 years to pay. NHF Diaspora Mortgage gives you 10 years to pay. What that affects is what your monthly payments can be. So if you're looking for lower monthly payments, it will actually even make more sense to go for MREIF Mortgage, even though they have a 0.7, they are a bit more expensive than NHF Diaspora Mortgage with 0.75%. I think the fact that people have to contribute to get access to the product, and then after contributing, which is they come for more than 10 years, and then after contributing they only get a 2% return, is going to put a lot of people off. Personally, it's not something I would do. That money is something that you can put into other assets that can make you more money. When diaspora people invest and think about investment, we're not thinking about it purely sentimentally. We think about it from a perspective of what alternatives exist. If I put that my $2,400 every year into the S&P 500, an index fund, I will get at least 10%, 12%. That's outperforming what NHF would give me after I have contributed sustainably for a very long period of time. So personally, I think it's something that a lot of diaspora people would push against. I think they will look for alternatives, and they probably use alternative products. People have been reaching out to us talking about NHF Diaspora Mortgage. We put out a video about it, but I think it's because they don't know about the other alternatives that exist. And ultimately, it's our job to educate them about it. So personally, I wouldn't personally buy a house with NHF Diaspora Mortgage because of MREIF. There's an alternative product that's very similar and more attractive, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fine. One thing to note though is with NHF, you have to contribute for 12 months before you're eligible to access the funds. But with MREIF, no contribution needed. Both MREIF and NHF, you get a maximum loan of 100 million. In my opinion, I would definitely recommend MREIF.